Hey guys, Figurecraft here, and today I'm going to show how I painted the breakwaters, and we're also going to be getting the window frames prepped and ready for next week's build. Now the best way that I can show how I painted the breakwaters, because unfortunately the ones that I took off are already painted too, but I will basically go into detail and describe how I painted them. The first ones, as you know of, they would have been gray. Not the correct color. They would have been, gray. So the best way that I figured out to paint these breakwaters, and it was very tedious too, was I drilled a hole in the bottom, and I stuck a small tiny piece of wire into the breakwater. Well, actually no. Hang on a minute and I'll show you what I did. Let me find my hand drill, because I used my hand drill. I remember it now. Yeah, there it is. I used this little hand drill. And then we want to find the smallest bit. Unfortunately, these bits don't have no numbers on them because they're inside the drill. But after that, I basically undid this part right here. And I inserted the drill like that. And then after that, I took the hand drill. Let me see if I can find here. I don't even see where the, there it is. I took the hand drill. I slowly started to twist it. Like that. And it's just barely held on there. But that's how I painted it white. And as for these things right here, those were painted with this right here. Let me get it up to the camera and then I'll focus on it. It's a flat brown burn matte testers. But those were painted with that color. And the best way that I did that, I got a hold of a paintbrush. It has a very fine point to it. Basically, a fine point like that. And then I dipped the paint on the paintbrush. It fell off. I'm not gonna... But anyway, it fell off the thing. But anyway, after that, I took the paintbrush. And I slowly, very slowly went over it, looking to where the details were popping out. And then I slowly painted it that way. But you can see here on it, the details pop out. And so I took that paint and I slowly went over them 3D popping out details. Try my best to use my eyes to see where it would meet, where it would end, where not to paint, where to paint. And then I went basically on one side, and then I went on the other side. And that's how I painted those. But it is very tedious and hard work. But that is how I painted the breakwaters. I am sorry that these are already painted, otherwise I would have showed you, but the best I can do is just talk you through it and tell you how I did it. And show you a little demonstration. Hopefully this helps though. But that's how I did the breakwaters. And then the other ones, they came in white. All they needed to be painted was their little wooden pieces. But you can see these are the two ones right here that used to be gray. You can see we have some gray right there popping out where the paint started to scratch off a bit, which is why I used the solid white breakwaters when they came in, because the paint was scratching. But that's how the breakwaters were painted. Now put these in here. Another thing too that I forgot to tell you about in the last video that I made, also by Model Mods, the bollards that you see on my Titanic forecastle, those bollards are made by Model Mods. Those are replacement bollards. But anyway, now we're going to go into here, and we're going to get the window frames out of here. If I can find them, they sunk into the box. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get our window frames. And we're going to work on getting these off. Let me focus you. We're going to work on getting these off right here. And getting them prepped and ready to go. So, I'll fold all this back up. And I'll put that back in the box. And all we need is our window frames. And another thing we're going to use too, let me find one. What did I do with them? I had two of them. Okay. We're also going to use this file I've got and file off the extra leftover metal, if there's any left over. I'm going to use this baggie right here to put the windows in to keep them safe. And the best way that I'm going to try to get these windows off, because I've watched this person do it on YouTube. Hang on a minute here and I'll tell you his name. Just let me look on my computer real fast. I'll try not to butcher his name. Mick Garby Collections. Mick Garby Collections showed this in his video when I was watching his Titanic build. He took the tweezers and he worked on getting them around in this window, and he twisted them off somehow. So that's what I'm trying to do, while trying not to damage it. So let me see here if I can spin one of these around. How did he do that? Hang on a minute here, y'all. Okay, there we go. I got the tweezers under the part. Okay, there. He grabbed it like that, and then he slowly started to, there we go. He did that. He basically twisted it back and forth, and they eventually popped off the sprue. And we're also going to take our little file and making sure if there's any, I'm sorry, that's tiny, making sure if there's any extra stuff left on it that has to come off. And then we're going to take this window and we're going to put it in this little plastic bag. Just like that. And we're going to do that with all the rest of them. So, using his technique that he showed, we'll work on grabbing another one of these. Let me grab some different tweezers, because I think these have some super glue clogged at the ends of them, which is why I'm having a little bit of trouble. So let me put these back in here, and I'll get these set. The thing came off. And this is set ESD17. So we'll try this one. Hopefully I'm getting this in camera. Trying to stab myself here. That would suck. Yeah, there we go. Get a hold of it. And then slowly start to work it off there. Just like that. And when you break them off like this too, they actually come out pretty good. There's not much of that extra metal left on there. You can see it's a clean break. So that's good. We'll put that one in there. And we'll do the same thing again. Work on getting our tweezers under it. Grip it, and then start to slowly wiggle it back and forth. And there we go. See? Clean break. You do that basically for all these, and you do that for all the rest of these windows. Just put it in the bag. Alright, we got 3 window frames in the bag now. But that's going to do it for this video. I'm going to work on breaking all the rest of these off, and then I won't be doing no build until next Thursday, which is on the 1st. But until then, I will catch you guys in my next video, and goodbye.